Yeah, good morning, everyone. Uh, what we had seen yesterday that U.S. market, which was closed on Friday, moved up yesterday and touched a new high uh, in the U.S. market, both intraday and even on the closing basis. The This is more driven by uh, the expectation on Omicron that this will not be having much impact on the growth of the economy, and overall economic growth will continue to remain the same and will not get disturbed by the Omicron virus. Apart from that, if you see the Asian market, they are marginally positive, and even the futures of the US markets are more of a flattish or marginal negative. And if you see on the commodity side, oil has moved up sharply and went up by around $2, and now it is at around 78.75. This is driven by some talk between uh, Iran about their nuclear program, which was installed, and negotiations for curtailing nuclear program is going on, wherein Iran was allowed to sell oil to the international market, but that is not giving any positive signal. As such, the oil moved up. And again, there is a meeting on 4th June about the OPEC Plus will be considering whether to increase the 4 lakh barrel, which they consistently increasing every month, to increase that in the coming month or not. So this uncertainty has taken the oil to higher levels and moved up by around $2 yesterday. So the increasing oil prices can have some positive impact on some of the company like ONGC, Oil India, and Hindustan Oil Explorations. Apart from that, apart from oil, aluminum is down by around 0.5%, copper is up by around 1%, iron ore is down by around 2.4%, and steel is down by around 0.5%. So steel and iron ore are continuing their decline from the previous day. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Looking towards the Asian markets, I believe that Nifty is likely to open with a gap up at around 17,170 levels. We are getting opening on the Nifty front, and this pullback rally is likely to be continued towards 17,200 to 17,270 levels on the higher side. Whereas on a downside, 17,000 will act as a crucial support levels. As long as it sustains above that level, the pullback rally is likely to be continued in the coming trading session. Going ahead, 17,300 will act as an immediate resistance lowers on a daily basis because the resistance is provided by its 100 PMA. So this pullback rally is likely to be continued towards 17,300. Coming towards the bank nifty, yesterday we have seen a very good bounce back rally into the bank nifty as well. I believe it has a potential to reach up to 35,400. Any move above that level, we expect to carry its positive momentums towards 35,600 to 35,800 levels on the high side. On the flip side, 34,750 will act as a immediate support levels. Any move below that level, 1,500 levels can be seen. This pullback rally is likely to be continued as long as Bank Nifty sustains about 34,800 levels on the closing basis. Coming towards the Nifty Finance for today intraday purpose, 17,140 will be the first resistance level. Any move above that level, we expect a positive momentum to be carried forward towards 17,250 to 17,300 levels. Whereas on downside, 16,900 will be the first support. Below that level, 16,800 and 16,700 levels can be seen. Stock specific, JSCL really looks very good on the technical front. This stock is well placed above all the important moving average, say 50, 100 and 200 DMA. Interesting point is that it just trading into the pattern of higher tops, higher bottoms. So I believe it has a strong potential to reach up to 210, 215 level. Currently, the stock is trading at 192 level. One can take a long positions with a strict stop loss of 184 for a target of 210. Second stock, I would like to initiate a buy call on ITI. This particular counter also really looks good. Yesterday also we have initiated a buy call in this particular counter. The stock has a cluster resistance of 120 levels. Yesterday it's tried to manage to give a breakout but somehow fails to maintain a positive closing above the same. But once it manages to give a breakout of 120 level, definitely this trend is likely to be going ahead, looks on a positive front. ITM upside, the target I believe 135 levels can be seen in the few trading sessions. So one can just keep a track on ITI above 120 levels. Stop loss can be kept at 113 for a target of 135. That's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. Good morning, everyone. So as per yesterday's derivative data, we have seen major put writer positions are getting added up between 17,100 to 16,800 strike. Whereas at a 17,000 strike, we have seen almost 40 lakh put writer position getting added up. So if we consider next 3 month OI position, we are seeing that 17,000 is holding highest put writer position. So 17,000 will act as an important base and important support for coming trading session. As you are seeing in previous trading session that 17,200 was holding an important resistance zone, while in yesterday's trading session we have seen that the call writer positions are getting liquidated at 17,200 level. So this is showing a positive sign in the market. Currently, once the Nifty manages or gives close above 17,200 level, then we might expect the Nifty to stretch towards 17,400 to 500 level. So currently, scenario looks positive. While PCROI yesterday came above 1.25 level, that is also showing positive signs. So as we consider all the data points on the derivative front, it is showing a positive scenario. So hold a long position with the strict stop losses as we are expecting market to show some positive strength in coming trading session. As per stock specific, we are seeing that Deepak Nitrite, Kotak Bank, and Coforge. These three counter looks positive for coming trading sessions. Thank you.
Good morning. A joint venture of Siemens and Tata Group will be developing Pune Metro Line 3 under the new metro rail policy, and order size for Siemens will be around 900 crores. So this is positive for Siemens. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, API player Supriya Life Sciences listing. The issue price was 265 to 274. We had recommended to subscribe. It's a pure API player, and they have a dominant leadership in a few products like chlorophenylamine and ketamine hydrochloride, in which they hold 60 to 65% share in terms of exports from India. The issue was mainly to increase their leadership products across niche products and to backward integrate. The company, after this issue, the company would become the debt free, and the valuations at which it came was quite attractive, and it was growing around 22% CAGRs, and with a very high margins of around 43%. So we liked the company and had subscribed issue, and has recommended subscribe to the issue, and we believe that the listing would also be quite good in today's trade. Thank you.
Good morning. Shyam Metallics and Energy has received consent to operate from State Pollution Control Board from Orissa to increase its captive power generation at its Sambalpur unit. With this clearance, the capacity at the unit will increase from 118 million watt to 158 million watt. The company has also received consent from West Bengal for their capacity expansion at Jamuria plant. This expansion will add 0.25 million ton of capacity across its steel products. Thank you.
Yeah, there is a news that the production from Adani mine in Australia will start getting dispatched in this week. In fact, it has a long history, and the mine in Australia for Adani, basically this mine is into Adani Enterprises. and it will be applicable to Adani Enterprise only. Comments. This mine they had acquired long back, around 10 years back, and then got stuck up because of the environment and a lot of activity by activists over there, and were not starting the dispatch of the mine coal from the mine. In fact, now the capacity of this mine is around 60 million ton per annum, whereas now the company is talking about starting only 10 million ton. The activist has restricted the financing of this project and all, and Adani has to face a lot of problem in that. And now things are getting resolved, and the production which is now getting dispatched and will be coming to India. And currently the coal prices which they are producing, it's a high grade coal. It's of very good quality, good calorific value coal. So it can garner the current prices of around $140, $150. So I think they will be able to make a handsome profit in this while dispatching to India. And even if they make around $40 or $50 from this mine per ton, then also the possibility of doing huge profit from this mine at even 1 million, 10 million ton is also very high. So overall looks positive for Adani Enterprises, this development. Apart from that, yesterday we met management of TCPL Packaging. This is into mainly paperboard packaging, like whatever the paperboard packaging which are there in the used by FMCG companies. They are into that. It's a more of company is the only listed player in paper packaging, and other players are also of a not very big sizes, apart from ITC, which manufactures for itself only. So this packaging, the company is solely dependent on the FMCG and FMCG growth. So right now FMCG growth is subdued, and as such have a near-term negative impact. Apart from that, the cost of raw material for them is also increased a lot, and they are not able to pass it on fully. So their gross margin came down in last 2 quarters to around 40% from 42, 43%. And this is not likely to move up soon. It will take another 1 or 2 quarters to pass it on the full increase in cost for the company. So gross margin is also not likely to improve immediately. So these are all on the negative side for the near term. But from the long term perspective, if one see, company has done expansion recently, and that is likely to start very soon. That is into flexible packaging, and they are doubling their flexible packaging capacity, which can increase the revenue by around almost around 120, 130 crores on the base of around 900 crore revenue. Apart from that, company has also acquired one small company which is into making of packaging boxes for a mobile phone. So that they had done acquisition for total with company doing additional investment of around 25 crores. And this is right now doing around 35 crores of sales, but can easily do 70 crores sales. And company is quite positive on this acquisition, as they can scale it up with PLI scheme on mobile manufacturing in India is scaling up, and this can have a good opportunity for the company. So long term perspective looks good, but near term doesn't seems immediate any up move or any movement in the stock. Shares is trading at a reasonable price of around 10 time PE. So the valuations are reasonable, but immediate 1 or 2 quarter may remain subdued, but the long term outlook is positive for the company. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.